Hello, welcome once again to this channel. Today I'll be taking through fully funded PhD in Media and Communication Studies. Take your time, go through this video so that you wouldn't miss any opportunity. I have about 20 schools I'll be taking you through. They are all offering funding for their PhD in Communication Studies. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that, and then if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for passing through. Share, like, and comment so that others can benefit from this video. The first one we are taking a look at is New York University. This is the College of Communication Studies. So, Doctor of Philosophy in Media, Culture and Communication. This is the school's page. Let's look at the funding they have for their PhD students. If accepted as a full-time New York University PhD student without any alternative source of funding, you are eligible for a competitive funding package which includes scholarship and tuition remission. So the moment you are admitted into the PhD program, you are given a full funding that includes scholarship and then tuition remission. The next one we are taking a look at is Columbia University. This is the school's page. Columbia University in the city of New York. This is their journalism school. Let's look at the funding they have for us. So PhD in communication. Let's look at the funding they have for us. Okay, financial aid. The standard financial aid package offered to full-time PhD students who do not receive significant award from outside sources consists of a stipend for 4 years and a tuition exemption for the students 2 or 3 years of coursework. So if you don't have any means of funding your education, you are given a full tuition fee remission or exemption, and then you are given 4 years of monthly stipend. So that is the University of Columbia School of Journalism. And then in addition, they have assistantship programs that one can also take. So you are going to be assigned to a faculty member to help them in conducting research or teaching an undergraduate course, and then in turn they waive your tuition fee for you and then give you a monthly stipend. In addition, they also have health insurance coverage. So you can see university health service fees are covered for all PhD students. So they have health insurance coverage for those who are admitted into their PhD in communication studies. The next one we are taking a look at is Northwestern University. This is the Department of Communication. So they are offering PhD in rhetoric, media, and publics. This is the school's page. Let's look at the funding they have for us. It says, as a doctoral student in communication studies, you will receive 5 years of university funding. 9 months of funding is through a graduate assistantships. During the summer months, it is through a fellowship. Each include a stipend and a tuition fee waiver. So the moment you are admitted into their PhD in communication studies, you are given full 5 years of support, which includes a tuition fee waiver and then a monthly stipend. So that is Northwestern University Department of Communication. The next one we are taking a look at is the University of California at Santa Barbara. So let's look at their funding. This is the Graduate School of Communication, Department of Communication. Let's look at the funding they have for us. Okay, so it says our graduate students receive teaching assistantships, research assistantships, or fellowships during their time here, which means no students are admitted to our program without funding. As a teaching assistant or research assistant, graduate students' tuition fees, health insurance, and campus-based fees are all covered, and they receive a monthly paycheck over 9 months period. Although not guaranteed each year, our graduate students often receive a financial bonus each summer and have the option to volunteer for summer teaching, which is accompanied by additional compensation. So you can see they are also offering funding for those who are admitted into the PhD program. So that is the University of California at Santa Barbara. The next one we are taking a look at is the University of Arizona. So they are also offering funding for those who are admitted into their PhD in communication studies. So this is the school speech. So that's the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences Communication. So they are also offering funding for those who are admitted into their PhD in communication studies. That's the University of Arizona. The next one we are taking a look at is Cornell University, Department of Communication. This is the school's page. Let's look at the funding they have for us. It says all admitted students, including international students, are offered a competitive financial support package that includes tuition, health insurance, and a stipend for 4 years, including summers. So you are given full funding for the duration of your program. So that is for 5 years. You are given a tuition fee waiver, a monthly stipend, and then health insurance coverage. So they have fellowship programs, they have research assistantship programs, and then they have teaching assistantship programs. So that is Cornell University Department of Communication. The next one we are taking a look at is Texas A&M University Department of Communication and Journalism. Let's look at the funding they have for us. It says there are many opportunities for graduate students to receive funding in order to pursue a doctoral degree at Texas. So they have several opportunities. They have the Department Graduate Assistantship program. So you teach or you help the faculty in conducting research, and in turn they will waive your tuition fee for you and then give you a monthly stipend. So you work for 20 hours per week, and then you receive funds for tuition fees and 9 months stipend of $22,000. So that is it. That is the departmental graduate assistantship program. And then they have other fellowship programs, the University and College of Arts and Science Fellowship program that one can also get. And then they have travel and research grant or fellowships for those conducting research in communication and then journalism. Apart from that, they have extra fellowships. So you can go to the university page and then you check for yourself. So that is Texas A&M University Department of Communication and Journalism. The next one we are taking a look at is the University of Michigan, their Department of Communication and Media Studies. So this is the school's page, PhD program in communication and then media. Let's look at the funding. So financial aid. Okay, it says our program provides assistance to all admitted students for the full 5 years of their study. We offer students a combination of fellowships, teaching assistantships, and research assistantships that include a full tuition waiver for each term of enrollment, a stipend, and then university health benefits program. So that is the University of Michigan Department of Communication Studies. So they are offering full funding for those who are admitted into their PhD program. Next one we are taking a look at is University of Colorado at Boulder. This is the School of Communication, graduate degrees in communication. Let's look at the funding they have for us. It says typically Master of Arts and then PhD students are supported throughout the academic year by teaching and research assistantships. Financial support is also available for conference travel, research projects, and frequently summer research and teaching assistantships. So you can see they are offering full funding for those who are admitted into their MA and then PhD in communication studies. So you help the faculty in teaching or conducting research, and then in turn they waive your tuition fee for you, give you a monthly stipend, health insurance benefit, and then even offer travel grants for conferences and then research. So that is University of Colorado at Boulder. The next one we are taking a look at is the University of Maine. This is the Department of Communication, so PhD in Communication Studies. Let's look at the funding they also have for us. So they are also offering funding for those who are admitted into their PhD in Communication Studies. So you can go through the page and then look at it for yourself. The University of Southern California, the Department of Communication and Journalism. Let's look at the financial benefits or aid they have for us. Okay, there is it. All doctoral students are fully funded for up to 5 years, contingent on satisfactory academic progress. Funding packages include up to 12 units of teaching per semester, payment for all required health care fees, a monthly stipend, support of $40,500 annually, support for conference travels, and upon reaching candidacy, support for dissertation research. Since funding is provided, international students applying to the PhD program in communication do not submit financial documentation. So the moment you are admitted into this program, you are fully funded. And then the funding is in two ways. They have fellowship programs and then graduate assistantship programs. So the moment you are admitted into this school, you are fully funded. That is the University of Southern California School of Communication and Journalism. Next one we are taking a look at is Texas Tech University College of Media and Communication. So they're PhD in Media and Communication Studies. Let's look at the funding they have for us. It says all full-time PhD students are fully funded. Tuition and fees are covered by funding, and students earn a monthly stipend and scholarship in addition. International students are required to purchase health insurance. So for this one, for international students, health insurance coverage is not part of the funding. You will only be given a tuition fee waiver and then a monthly stipend. So that is the Texas Tech University College of Media and Communication. The next one we are taking a look at is the University of Minnesota Department of Communication. That is College of Liberal Arts. That is Communication Department. Let's look at the funding they have for those who are admitted into their PhD program. So it says our PhD students receive 5 years of full support. This assumes satisfactory performance. And the next one we are taking a look at is the University of Oregon, their School of Communication and Journalism. So let's look at the funding they have for us. So they are offering doctorate degree in communication and media studies. Let's look at the funding. So funding. Okay, so fully funded PhD program. So they are also offering full funding for those who are admitted into their PhD program. So let's read something. It says our doctoral candidates are fully funded for consecutive years, including health benefits and a stipend. So this is the amount of stipend that one would get. You get $2,185 per month, and then it involves 16 hours of either teaching or research assistantship program. So they will waive your teaching fee for you, give you a monthly stipend, and then health insurance benefits. So that is Oregon University Department of Communication. The next one we are taking a look at is Boston University College of Communication. So they are also offering PhD in Emerging Media Studies. Let's look at the funding they have for us. Okay, so funding support. It says because the doctoral program is immersive and requires full-time participation for a number of years, all PhD students in emerging media studies are fully funded for the duration of their study, up to a maximum of 5 years. Funding includes a full tuition, scholarship, health insurance credits, and a stipend in return for teaching and research obligations. So that is it. So they are also offering full funding for those who are admitted into their PhD in emerging media studies. So that is Boston University Department of Communication. The next one we are taking a look at is Pennsylvania School of Communication Studies, the University of Pennsylvania School of Communication Studies. Let's look at something here. Okay, so doctorate in communication. Let's look at the funding. It says, in addition to a full tuition waiver, our students currently receive an annual stipend as well as a budget for research and travel and health insurance for all 5 years. So that is it. So they are also offering full funding for their PhD in communication. So that is the University of Pennsylvania Department of Communication. The next one we are taking a look at is the University of Maryland, their PhD program in communication. So this is the Department of Communication. Let's look at the funding they have for us. It says the program currently admits only full-time students who are funded by teaching assistantships, administrative assistantships, and or university fellowships. So they are also offering funding, full funding for those who are admitted into the PhD program. So it is either you help the faculty in teaching or you help the faculty in administrative work, or they have extra university fellowship programs that one can benefit from. So that is the University of Maryland Department of Communication Studies. Next one we are taking a look at is Syracuse University Newhouse School of Public Communication. This is the graduate school, their master's and then PhD in communication studies. So they are offering financial aid in the form of scholarships and then fellowship programs to those who are admitted into their program. So they have merit-based scholarships. Approximately 75% of our students receive some form of merit-based aid. We have merit-based scholarship. They have diversity new fellowship. They have dean's fellowships. They have other fellowships that one can get. So let's look at one here, the dean's scholarships. So it says these scholarships support the graduate education for students with superior qualification. So that is, they have other external funding sources. They have several of them. They have other external funding sources that one can get, and then they have other fellowships. So the fellowships are here, plenty fellowship programs that one can get, and then they have internship programs that one can also opt for. So they are offering so many scholarships and then scholarships. Last one we're taking a look at is the University of Kentucky College of Communication and Information. This is the school's page. Let's look at the funding they have for us. It says 96% of full-time